Hi. This video will be edited. It's 2:30 in the morning. Not the best idea to do a video in. Recently I've been thinking when I was around 5 or 6 years old. Um, my mom had just got me a PS2. I think it was one of the like the big. It wasn't a slim version. I think it recently came out, and my mom wanted to surprise me. I was huge into video games when I was a kid, and I still really am. So I got surprised with a PS2, and I was I was a fortunate kid. I she knew that I liked racing games, so she bought me Gran Turismo 4. But this wasn't my first PlayStation. I had a PlayStation 1, and I also had I played a lot of racing games when I was a kid. So I remember she got me this. Yeah, she got me Gran Turismo 4, and she got me I think also Need for Speed Underground 2. And I just remember like being blown away by those two games. Why did I randomly think about it? I just remember just spending so much damn time playing those two games. And one of the reasons why I think enjoyed those games so much was because whenever I went outside or whenever like I had an easy access to the internet when I was a kid, which is probably not the best idea. I didn't see people complaining. I didn't see people pointing every single thing out from the game. Now, those two games are examples of what are like considered to be good games. So I remember playing Jax. There was like a video game named Jax, and it was this like developed by Naughty Dog, third person like platformer puzzle type of game. I don't know if you guys know it, but I remember playing that game, and I remember they made one spin-off. It was like a spin-off racing game, and it was not favored by anybody because it was like a strictly racing game, racing slash combat. I don't know how the reception is now. I honestly haven't read up on it. But like a couple of years later, just looking up at the game, I found out that it actually wasn't one of the favored games by the quote unquote community or the fandom, which will actually bring me to my point, which are communities and fandoms, right? When I played video games when I was in my childhood, or like other people playing their video games, uh, they might have had like gatherings and conventions and stuff, but they weren't actively part of a certain fandom or a certain like an internet group, I guess, until like Facebook and like other stuff came along. And I will say, like, not being a part of that stuff was one of the reasons why I think I or anybody else enjoyed playing video games so much. I have noticed that there are two types of communities, two types of people that play video games. There are people who play video games, and then there are people who they criticize video games. One group of people play it, the other group of people criticize it. And I don't think these two things are the same. I think certain people nowadays play video games to strictly criticize it, and maybe like you could make the contrast with movies, TV shows, other hobbies. I wouldn't know. I can only speak on what I know and what I've seen over the internet. And generally speaking, the culprit usually almost always is something like either Twitter or TikTok. Either or. And I think these two things, like, or at least the type of activities or like what's famous on these apps, these things are like a severe detriment to actually enjoying video games. And I will tell you why. It, when people are like actively looking at other people, constantly pointing everything out, constantly pointing every single faults, constantly pointing out, oh, this game is blah 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 blah. This game is blah 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 blah. Or you go on YouTube, and this is kind of ironic for me to say it, I guess, but you go on YouTube and there's this 2-hour video game essay on why certain game is lacking a certain thing, therefore, like it's subpar, inferior to some other game. Or comparisons, comparing video games here, comparing video games there. Oh, like this video game did this back in the day, therefore this new one is not doing the same thing, and now it's all up in shambles, it's all up in smoke, and like you shouldn't. And then you go into the comment sections, and people are like, but like all those other games, like it doesn't have the details that this game has, other than this game has, and then this one is doing so much better than this one. It's this whole ecosystem of people making videos about video games, and then they're going in the comments reminiscing, oh my god. And it's always a circle jerk. They're like, oh my god, oh, this game did this and this. The new GTA game could never. Old GTA did this, new GTA could never. Old, I don't know, Call of Duty did this, new Call of Duty could never. Old Battlefield did this, new Battlefield could never. I'm not saying they're wrong. They're not wrong, okay? Like, they're probably not wrong. Old Final Fantasy didn't do this. New Final Fantasy is doing this. The old one's better than this one. And I'm not saying it's anything wrong to have an opinion or make a video about an opinion. But what I'm saying is they make these videos about having these opinions, having these thoughts. They're all so correct, and they're all so well done. Other people just grab it. And then they're like, oh, this is my opinion now. This is what I think about the video game. And then if you pay attention, you're trying to talk to anyone about video games. You're trying to talk to, like, get into a discussion about something. It's almost always like these thoughts are coming from somewhere or something that they watched. And people can never sit down and grab the controller and sit down for a game start to finish. Recently, I played 007 First Light. And that game was so good. I spent a whole day sitting down and started, like, playing it from start to finish. And I was blown away. The comments, I've seen comments where the game didn't even come out, or the game came out and people are saying it looks weird, it looks this and that, or the other. And I'm already seeing more, like, more critical points, more talking points about why something is weird or why something feels off-putting before I even had the chance to play the fucking game. And I don't think this is generally a healthy thing as a consumer. People nowadays are getting their ability of playing a video game robbed by people who make videos about playing video games. Again, like, it's ironic of me saying this, but I've seen all the, like, Fallout's a great example, right? You go on the YouTube, on your internet, you will find 5,000 fucking videos of people explaining to you why New Vegas has done everything better than Fallout 4. And I'm not saying they're incorrect. Okay? If I were to watch those videos, I'm not saying they're incorrect. I'm not saying this is wrong to do. But if you go on the YouTube and if you look at why Fallout New Vegas is better than Fallout 4, you will find everything. Why Bethesda is failing, you will find everything. And that's also another thing too. Now we're making videos about game companies, and now we're picking sides. We're in the factions. Now, well, I'm not rocking with Bethesda anymore. I'm not rocking with this studio anymore. They've disappointed me. Or this studio is better than that one. CD Projekt Red. CD Projekt Red. I love The Witcher 3. I don't care whatever state they release Cyberpunk in. I don't care. Granted to them, they've actually fixed Cyberpunk. It's a game now. It's a video game ass video game. I'll give them that. There is more of this behavior that I have noticed, rather than just being a kid sitting down and playing the fucking game. right? Even if Fallout 76, even if it's that. I've seen people forming opinions on the game before they even sat down and fucking played it. Now, maybe you might hate the game, but you need to sit and play the game. Like, we're having this audience split of people just sitting down and playing the games versus people who go on the internet, watch videos about video games, and then go into the comment sections, discussing video games of the games that they haven't played. They're talking about video games that they haven't played, but they watched someone have an opinion on it and then go ahead and adapt the opinion. And I think, in my opinion, people should be allowed to say, hey, like, you are not participating in the hobby that I'm participating in, therefore you are out of the discussion. And is this gatekeeping? Is this being rude? Is this, being an asshole? It's like, maybe, yeah. Okay, like, and some people think, like, oh, I watched the game, I watched someone else play it, I know what happens. It's like, that's great. That's great that you can watch something. If you want to watch something, you go watch a movie or a TV show. And is it kind of unemployed and stinky gamer and like chud of me to say this? Maybe, yeah. Maybe it is. Am I reading too much into it? Sure. Why not? You can say that. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. But it's a real thought that I have. It's a real thought that I have. It's something that I think about. Like, it should be okay to tell people, hey, listen, you're participating in hobby. What if it was chess, for example? You watch someone else play chess, and you're like, oh, I don't play chess, but I watch someone else play it, and then now you're like participating in discussions. This is kind of how sports are too. People watch sports, right? And then they don't actively participate in it, sure, but then they go around having all sorts of opinions. So this isn't something entirely new. But the difference with video games is you can actually play the fucking video game. You can actually play the goddamn thing. You can sit down and spend a couple of hours pressing the buttons, and maybe it's something that you don't like, and maybe it's something that you don't enjoy, and it's important to recognize that about yourself and be like, hey, listen, I don't enjoy this video game. I don't care if it's GTA 6 that you don't enjoy. I don't care if it's Final Fantasy 14 you don't enjoy. I don't care if it's Batman Arkham Asylum. I don't care if it's Spider-Man. I don't care what it is that you don't enjoy. What I care is that you actually sat down and grabbed the controller and pressed the fucking buttons. And you decided for yourself. That's like, hey, listen, I don't enjoy this. I go, well, what do you enjoy? I enjoy mobile games. It's like, fine, whatever. You like what you like. You dislike what you dislike. And fuck if other people care. So, to the people that do this, to the people that practice this, they're not going to go out on a limb and say, hey, I don't play video games, but I watch them and I participate. No, they're not going to be like that. They're going to actually put on the imposter mask. Among Us reference. You can fry me in the comments for that. That's fine. So to the people that do that, right? It's like, what I encourage you to do is don't participate in the things that you don't play. I don't care if you watch it. Don't participate in it. I encourage you to grab the controller yourself and fucking play it. Now, I can already, like, if this video ever picks up, I can see the comment sections. Oh, but it's okay to watch something to see for yourself before you buy it or not. It's like, yeah. It's like, that's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about are people gathering in communities, gathering in fandoms, and then they watch the video games or they see other people talking about, like, having an opinion, and then they read the comment. They're like, oh, like, I like that opinion. I'm going to have it. No, bro. What? You read somebody else's opinion, and then Or do you guys feel the same way too? Like you go into one video or you go into another video and you read the comments and it's almost like they're repeating each other. It's almost like the same way. Now this is the algorithm playing, but it's not. It does. That's not to say that it's not happening, right? You could see different comments. This could be something else. This could be a different video game. Hell, this could be about movies. This could be about music. You you watch music reviews. You watch movie reviews without watching the fucking movie, without listening to the fucking album. Or like an artist puts out an album, and then it's a bad album. You're like, oh, like, but actually, I was gonna get into that, but yeah, I'm just gonna say, if you do something like that, but if you actually listen to the album, credit to you because you actually sat down and listened to the album, and then you decided that's something for yourself. What I'm seeing are people going around looking at comments, looking at videos, and then they adapt the opinions of other people and they haven't even played the fucking game. How can you decide that for yourself? And if you pick up the controller and you're like, well, it's a few minutes in, I'm already bored, then fucking drop it. And if it's like that with every other game, chances are you probably don't like video games. Have you thought about that? And that's okay. It's okay to say, hey, listen, I picked up these games. I like my old games. I don't like the new ones. Hell, maybe I don't even like video games. Maybe reading or writing is something better. Or drawing. Listen to music. I don't know, skiing. Hiking. Working out. Maybe that's another hobby that you like. Maybe that's better. Or you only have one game that you really play. You play Fortnite. Okay, fine. Just play Fortnite, man. Play 2K. Play FIFA. I have family members like that. I have a cousin who religiously has played FIFA since I knew him. since I remember being conscious. I remember we used to get into fights because he would hog the PlayStation 2 all the time while he played PES and FIFA, and I'd be forced to sit there and watch. And then he would get mad, or like break the controller or something. And then Ultimate Teams came out, which I think if you're watching this video and if you're like about video games and stuff, you're probably you know what Ultimate Teams are. You pay so much money, you get all those like gacha player cards, Genshin Impact, gacha money. I even respect that more than anybody going into another comment section, even with Genshin, like Genshin Impact, live service games. Talking shit about live service game, you don't play the game. You haven't touched the controller. You haven't turned on your console and you saw the update for yourself, and you're going around pretending like you are a part of the community, you are a part of the conversation. You aren't. And why am I passionate about this? Why am I talking about this so much? Because I like playing video games. I like playing video games. Sorry, I'm going to be a grown man child forever. Sorry about that. But I like playing video games. I love it, man. It's a part of my body at this point. I will do everything. I'll have a job. I have a job. I'll have a job. I'll have bills to pay. To do all this. I'll still play video games. I could be busy 60, 80 hours a week even. I'll still play video games. It's just what I like to do. And when you like to do something for that long, you have opinions and thoughts, and you want to share them with the world. If you are somebody who watches videos like that, who just constantly watches like video essayists, come up making a point all the damn time, like I think you should just stop. What's the point? You hate something so much. You hate a video game so much that you want to go out and watch a video on it. Well, the flip side of the coin is there are people out there who love the video game so much they go and watch a video on it, like a 20-minute video. Maybe not the kind of essay that you're watching, but like a guide video or like a 100% collectibles video or a review. Two sides of the same coin, hate and love. If you hate the video game so much, if you hate Bethesda so much, if you hate any other game company so much, if you hate EA so much, then make it a point to cut it out of your life. That it's simple as that. Playing video games are great. I love video games. But I don't like it when people watch videos about video games, video essays about video games, go into the comment sections, adopting the opinions of other people, and then bringing it back to me as if it's something that they have conceived themselves to play with. Why does Why does an ocean deep as a puddle? I hear that phrase repeated in Fallout 4, and when they criticize Fallout 4 or like any other game, and yeah, maybe it's just one phrase, but I have a fucking hard time believing that somebody just came up with it themselves and millions of other people played it and then agree with it. There's a section of people who agree with that opinion and then they haven't even played the game. I think that's my ultimate message, is that do not approve of things other people say that you haven't experienced yourself. Go and sit down and play it. And if you like it, and if it goes against a popular opinion and people are going to hate you for it, then so what? It's just a hobby. It's just a video game. It's just a video game. It's just a hobby. It's something that you do for fun. It's something that you do for enjoyment. Something that we do for enjoyment. And we like certain games and we dislike certain games. And so what? So what? You don't have to adopt the opinion of the mass. You can have your own opinion. And you can say something interesting or different about it. As long as you sit down and experience the game yourself, that is okay with me.